Hello everyone, greetings. Today's presentation is communication skills for beginners. Let's start. If you have any query, if you have any doubt, or if you want to give any suggestion or opinion, please contact us. This is our contact information. So moving on to the presentation, today's section is concentrating on communication with friends, communication with acquaintance, few tips of learning English, and mainly we are focusing on communication with strangers. Here, mainly we are focusing this area. Why? Because you will be having starting trouble when you are communicating with strangers as well as acquaintance also, because the person will be completely unknown. So this area we are focusing. So we'll start on to the section communication with friends. How you will be greeting your friends. These are the few ways to greet your friends. Hello, how are you? What's up? How is your life? Glad to meet you after a long time. It's been a long time. What a pleasant surprise. So these are the way that you will be greeting your friends, right? So you will be having a very informal communication with your friends. There will be no limit, no boundaries, as it's your friend you will be knowing since long time. So I am going to quote one example. This is an example of two friends, those who are meeting after a long time. They are accidentally meeting each other after a long time. So how they will be communicating in English. So let's see. John, hello Jack, how are you? Jack, hi John, what's up? John, I'm so happy to see you after a long time. Jack, yes, it's been really long time since we met each other. How is your life? John, all good. I'm glad that we met. Sorry. Please give your number so that we can stay in touch. Jack, yes, sure. Here it is. John, thank you so much. It was really nice seeing you. John, yes, same here. Let's talk on call some other day in more detail. Jack, yes, take care. So this is an example how two person is communicating when they are friends. So with acquaintance and strangers, with both you will be having similar type of conversation as the person is less familiar to you. And here what you want to keep in mind is you have to first greet the person, and you have to tell your name and the opposite person, and you have to ask the opposite person name and start your conversation and end with the pleasure note. Yes, I have quoted again one example how you want to communicate with your stranger or acquaintance. This is an example when you are traveling. If you are traveling, or even if you want to visit out of state, even the foreign and all, you will be struggling to communicate with your stranger. If you want to get some details like how many hours it will be taking to reach your place, how can you ask that? That too with a stranger. And you want to get familiar with your stranger. You can use similar type of line, so it will be easier communication. So let's see how. Hello, good morning sir. I'm Pooja. May I know your name please? Can you tell me how many hours it will take to reach Mumbai from here? Thank you. Pleased to meet you. If you note here, we have used very formal communication. When it comes to the stranger, you will be having completely formal type of communication, and even we will be using sir or madam. You should not use auntie, uncle. This kind of words will not please the opposite person. They may not be like. So it's better to use sir or madam to the completely unknown person. Next, how can you ask direction with stranger? Even to the restroom. If you are going to the mall, and if you don't know the particular local language, how you will be asking the stranger about the way? Yes, here is the method. These ways can be used to ask the location, or you have been lost somewhere and how to ask the location. Could you tell me how to go restaurant or something? Which is the best way to and the place name. Could you please direct me to? Again place name. Excuse me, how can I go to? Any place name. Can you tell me the way to? Again the place name. These are the few methods which you can be used when you are asking direction with strangers. Next, method of learning communication. You can use any method of learning communication, but I have quoted few methods which you can be tried, so you will be having a very good flow, or you will be having a good communication skill. Reading. If you don't like to read newspaper, or if you are not interested, means start reading some small short stories or some books which makes you more interesting. Even one tip I will give you. Just start reading the subtitles when you are watching movie. Just start watching the movies with subtitles. So along with listening, you will be learning English also. Listening, again, it's the best way of learning, because with observation you will be learning more and more, like watching English movies, or even listening to some English speech. That will help you to improve your English a lot. Practice. Until you implement, it will not work out at all. Start practicing with your friends first, with your family first, and those who don't mock at all. And with these persons, just start practicing in English. So it will help you to improve your English, and it will help you to get flow of English. Give and make the learning a joy. Even the apps are there to learn English. Just make use of it. And even you can play with your friends, like world building, word puzzles, and even story building. These type of games will help you to improve English, and you will also enjoy in learning. So these are the few tips which you can be used to improve your communication of English. Points to consider. When you're speaking in English, these points to be considered. First, never translate directly. You should not translate your vernacular language directly to English. Don't put your native language to English directly. It will spoil the language. Each and every language have its own beauty, so don't spoil both of the language. So never try to translate directly. Just look to the style of English and use that style itself. Next, think in English. Improve your thought process. Try to translate each and every line in English. How can this be said in English? Think in English itself, how this line can be used in English, like this. It will improve your thought process as well as your communication. Make the sentence simple and precise. Don't make it too lengthy, and don't spoil the language by making it lengthy. Try to paraphrase. Again, paraphrase means just make it simple and clear, very clear. And if you're just try to make the lengthy word into simple and clear cut language, so it will make the beauty of the language. Make your words crisp and clear. Again, you should not use try to avoid. I will not say don't use at all, it will come automatically, but try to maximum avoid this kind of things. And also try to mumble. Just don't mumble inside yourself. So just try to make your each and every word crisp and clear. So you'll be getting a very good flow of English. So that's it. Thank you for watching.